anime film Your Name came out in America yesterday, and I wanted to go see it because not only am I really trying to get into anime on this channel, but I found out that it's actually the #1 anime movie of all time. It beat Spirited Away. What? It got 1 billion yen in Japan, and that's actually a pretty big deal because it's the first movie to do that isn't a Studio Ghibli film or a Hayao Miyazaki film. It's the first anime film that has gotten this amount of money, and it's the #1 movie of all time now in Japan in terms of anime, and I understand why. I enjoy the animation, I love the coloring of everything, and just the story overall. I went to see this movie and I was expecting an English dub because, you know, obviously I live in America and that's what I expected. And I also saw there was an English dub trailer, so I was like, okay, so obviously they're gonna have like the English dub at the movie theater. I sat down and I was disappointed at first to see that this was an English subtitled movie. There was a lot of groans actually in my movie theater, but I'm so glad that I got to experience this film and its originality because it is a piece of art. It's really good. So Your Name focuses on these two high school students, one is male and one is female, and it turns out that when they go to sleep sometimes they are switching bodies. It's Freaky Friday, they experience each other's lives through their bodies, and they see how their lives are through each other's eyes. And it's actually a little bit more than that. I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but it actually dabbers into what if sometimes if you went to sleep, you switched bodies with someone and you thought it was a dream at first, but then you realize you're actually affecting this person's life when they wake up and they find out the next day that certain things happened that they didn't remember, and people were saying like you were acting like really weird yesterday, what was going on? Because someone was in your body the day before. And it was really interesting to see in this movie how these characters got to experience each other's lives, and throughout the movie they actually grow very fond of each other and they want to meet and they want to figure out what's going on and why this is happening to them. And I really just like that kind of concept. What if you fell in love with someone because you got to experience their life? What if they just switched bodies with you momentarily and the next day you wondered, who is this person? I really have this necessity to meet them. It was a really beautiful concept. And as I was sitting in the movie theater, I was hoping like, are they gonna meet? Is it gonna work out? And without going into spoilers as to what happens in this film, I have never had such a sigh of relief and satisfaction after watching the ending to this movie. I was almost in tears. It's a really good movie. It's very emotional, and it didn't matter that I was watching a subtitled version of it, or I'm sorry, the original version of it. I actually enjoyed it. It was really good, and I beg people to see the original version, but if you want to see the English dub, that's fine too. I probably would have preferred the English dub if I saw the English dub first, but I really enjoyed this English subtitled version. It was really good. I still got an emotional impact from it. There are a couple plot holes that are in this film, I will acknowledge that, but it doesn't hinder the movie from being the great masterpiece that it is. Like in the movie when they find out that, okay, this is actually happening, we're switching bodies every time when we go to sleep or on random days, they begin to leave each other notes on their iPhones, which totally makes sense that you would leave someone notes as to saying like, hey, this is what happened yesterday, I just want to let you know. And that's how they communicate with each other. They leave notes to communicate about what happened the day prior to waking up. And I thought that was really smart, and it was actually really good storytelling because as an audience, we're like, what happened? What did you do? Did you like mess something up? What's going on here? But it was actually really cool to see how they affected each other's lives in a positive way. Like, you know, in a girl's body, a girl knows what a guy needs to do in order to get a date or something like that. So it was really interesting to see like, okay, a girl in a guy's body. Girls know what girls want. Because they're girls, obviously. And it is explained halfway through the movie why they can't communicate through certain ways. Like, why can't they just leave their phone numbers in the notes and call each other up? Like, why can't they look each other up on Facebook and message each other? It's explained halfway through the movie as to why they can't do that, but it's a little odd that they didn't try that out at first. Like, if I was going through this situation, I would have obviously tried to leave maybe like my phone number or my Facebook or my, you know, Snapchat. Like, DM me, girl. I'm gonna slide in your DMs. Like, please. Who are you? Get out of my body. It is explained why they couldn't do this earlier and what is hindering them, but it's a little odd at first that they didn't try this before earlier because time goes by before they even try to call each other. So I thought that was a little weird. I would have done that immediately, like, hey, can we please meet up? Why are we switching bodies? But no, guys, I had an absolute time watching this film. It is a beautiful piece of art. I would recommend anybody who isn't even into anime to check this film out. I thought it was really good, and I'm gonna be buying this on Blu-ray for sure. I really do want to see the English dub and see how they did it. but in terms of like the movie itself and the originality of the English subtitled one, I really did enjoy that. It didn't take away from my experience. I did have to read down below the screen, but I was really enjoying the visuals of this movie. And I just recommend this strongly to anyone who is into anime, who isn't into anime. It's the #1 anime movie of all time, so if you want to get into anime, this is your perfect movie now. And because of this movie, I'm going to be getting more into anime. So comment down below if there's any anime recommendations that you want me to see. I just started watching a lot of anime 2 days ago, so I'm really excited to be touching upon anime on this channel. And guess what? If you haven't noticed yet, I love Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. So there might be a Dragon Ball Z video in the future. Who knows? Subscribe to find out. Again, guys, just comment down below if there's any recommendations. I'll check them out. Please, nothing like sick or anything like that. I know there's like a lot of gory animes out there, but if it's just gory to the extent of like Attack on Titan or Tokyo Ghoul, that's fine. Just not anything like almost hentai related. I really don't want to watch that. So yes, guys, that was my review of Your Name. Comment down below what you thought of this movie if you've seen it yet. Like the video, share it, and please subscribe to PixelTalk if you haven't yet for more movie reviews, trailer reactions, and gaming content. Thank you guys so much. I am Corbin Stuckey, and this is PixelTalk.